Welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Dax Shepard. I'm joined by Monica Mouse.
Hello.
Duchess of Duluth. People like it.
Do they like Secretary of Mice?
Oh, my God. Have they heard? Secretary
No.
might be on that Lost.
Shoot, they haven't heard it yet.
Yes, so Monica is the Duchess of Duluth, Secretary of Mice. It's just so great. And Vincent D'Onofrio is the Secretary of Acting, Producing, Writing, and Directing.
That's right.
Our old friend Vincent D'Onofrio's back. God bless him. Third time. One time was shared with Ethan
That's
Hawke.
right.
So we can maybe 2.5?
Yeah, they're all different, right? Their first one was in the attic. Second one was shared live.
Yeah.
Third is Zoom.
All mediums he's been on now.
Exactly.
Wow. What a guy.
What a guy.
Full Metal Jacket, which we have to watch.
Yes.
This was a commitment we made after
Yes.
that you must see it. Jurassic World, which you've seen 26 times. You don't need to see that. Decade of Law and Order, Criminal Intent. And he has a book. He has a really fun, weird, of course, could only come from Vincent D'Onofrio's brain. Mutha, Stuffin' Things. M-U-T-H-A, Mutha. That scares me to say that word. Mutha.
I know. It sounds scary.
Yeah.
But I have a really good body butter and body oil that's called Mutha.
Oh, really? So let's have you say the name of the book.
Mutha.
Say he's got a new book out.
He's got a new book out, Mutha Stuffin' Things.
You nailed it. And you'll get to hear a poem that knocked our fucking socks off
right.
from Mutha. Please enjoy Vincent D'Onofrio. We get support from Quince.
So we've been talking about Quince a lot lately, and as we head into fall, it's the perfect time to reset your wardrobe with their amazing pieces. I think it's so fun to do when the seasons turn over to just spruce up your wardrobe with a couple specials, and Quince is the place.
Totally. We're talking organic cotton, Mongolian cashmere, tailored chinos from just $60. Premium fit and quality you'd expect from a luxury brand designer. I love Quince. You know, I like it understated and subtle, and I like stuff that has high quality. And Quince checks all those boxes.
I love a lot of stuff from Quince. Honestly, they have incredible premium denim, which is very important for fall. It's pretty much all I wear in the fall is denim. And Quince has such a good selection of quality denim. Their stuff is so versatile, timeless, and built to last that you just grab every single day without thinking.
Right. And all of that for 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They go direct to ethical factories, cut out the middlemen, so you get all that quality without overpaying for it.
We love that. And they do way more than clothes. They have bedding, cookware, bath essentials, travel must-haves, same deal, and great quality.
Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/Dax. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/Dax. We get support from Apple Gift Card. Back to school is here, and for many, that means some big life transitions. Whether they are heading into a new grade or setting up a dorm for the first time, you want to give them something that actually supports their growth and success. Apple Gift Card is a versatile solution because it takes the guesswork out of gifting. It's not just about a new pair of AirPods for focus. It's about giving them the invaluable chance to choose the digital tools and subscriptions that suit their unique journey. They can use it for productivity apps on the App Store, movie nights on Apple TV, or extra iCloud storage for all those new memories. With Apple Gift Card, it's so empowering to give the students their freedom to allocate their own resources. Celebrate their new academic chapter. Visit applegiftcard.apple.com to celebrate their milestones and gift one today.
He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Is this going to be 24 hours long, our podcast?
23,
Perhaps.
probably 20. We like to give a 1 hour wiggle room.
That's what I was thinking, like just under.
Yeah, just under. Yeah.
And then you edit it down to like 45 minutes.
If it's great. If it's great, we'll keep 45 minutes.
Great.
The poster behind you.
Yeah. I have De Niro, which is one of my
Yeah.
favorite posters. It's an Italian poster of the deer hunter, El Cacciatore. It's beautiful, actually.
For people who haven't seen Deer Hunter, these two guys come home from Vietnam. They've had a really rough go of it over there. They somehow were introduced to Russian roulette, and then they start playing it in their post-war life, right? That's the premise, as I recall.
Yeah. You should have narrated the film.
It would have been an Academy Award winner had I. Oh, shit, it was.
The
Oops.
fucking spin-off as well.
Just me explaining poorly the
Yeah, you're
premises.
just narrating the movie without the actual movie playing.
Okay, let's see if you can guess this movie. You ready? He wasn't a very smart man, but he had a character that was very appealing to people around him.
Forrest Gump.
Yep.
Yes, this is a fun game.
He was a kind man thrown into a terrible situation, and he broke under the pressure. And one day, while routinely cleaning his
Shawshank
firearm...
Redemption. No.
This is for Vincent. He should get this.
Oh, sorry.
One day, while routinely cleaning his weapon under great stress, he saw his way to the bathroom, where shit really hit the fan. Do you know what this is, Monica? This is Full Metal Jacket.
It's such a weird take on it, though.
But that's part of my charm as a narrator, is it's my understanding of it.
I get it. It totally works. The other thing is, like, there's sort of like a suspense because you don't know what movie it is. I mean, I thought it was like Space Jam.
Yeah, and you're the star of the thing I'm describing.
I know. It was like a total, it was like a thriller.
I really think we're onto something. Maybe we should just re-release a bunch of classics where you and I narrate what's going on. And it's even confusing because our memory of it's a little different. So it's like, oh, in this scene, but we've got it wrong, right? In this scene, Vito finds out his father's very proud of him. He finds out his brother's super proud of him as a Corleone. And you're like, oh, wait, shit, no. What's this? Why'd he shoot him? He's so proud of him.
And then he gives his dog the kiss of death.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Monica's, she's taking a
I haven't
nap.
seen it.
You haven't seen Godfather?
No.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry.
When will you see it?
Great question.
That is a good follow-up.
It's not on the calendar or anything?
I can make space for it. It's long, right?
It's very long, both of them.
But you can watch the condensed version. You can watch all three in one cut.
Is that worth it? Is that better?
Some people like it. So here's what happens. There's a ton of flashbacks in both movies, and they've forget putting 3 in there. Let's just table that for a second. It really should just be 1 and 2. And then they put it in chronological order so you can, instead of seeing it in flashback. Do you enjoy it in that version? I know of that version, but I don't even know if I've seen that.
Well, back then I was young, so I was just so thrilled to see those actors in anything. I mean, they could have taken a shit and I would have gone and just showed up to watch.
Absolutely.
But I totally think each movie works separately in a credible way. I mean, The Godfather 2, and some people think it's a better film than The Godfather.
That is very, very commonly held, that opinion. Now, who was your guy?
Peter O'Toole.
What performance of Peter O'Toole? I'm so ignorant on Peter O'Toole.
Well, the obvious one is Lawrence of Arabia. Do you want to hear a really boring side note, like cliff note about that movie? It's really boring. Yeah?
Yeah. Like Hollywood lore?
Yeah. Oh, the only thing is I can't think of the editor's name, but she was an incredible editor back in the day. And she was, they say, one of the first people to use the kind of cuts that the new wave French directors were using. They were using these direct cuts. Now it's a very common thing. But she was the first one. David Lean, she had to get him in to watch it over and over again before he could understand how you can cut from the striking of a match to the desert sun like that.
Oh, wow.
Because they all, previous to that, all had transitions?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Neither. That was not
So that's
boring.
the first hard cut movie? Or
No,
American?
the French did it first. Godard and those guys, the early French directors. But she was incredible. She did all his movies and she was amazing.
Isn't it interesting that there's this women have largely been locked out of Hollywood historically, but there is this great tradition of female editors. Like Scorsese's, he'll even call her co-director. Was it Sally Minky? Who was Tarantino's director? She died tragically of, I think, heat stroke. Hiking in Runyon Canyon.
What?
Yeah, isn't that bizarre? And then Fred Raskin's now Tarantino's director. And he had worked with Sally. I think it's Sally Minky is her name. Yeah, I am curious why they were able to get their foot in the door.
I don't know. I think they were just like most women. I think they're just on it.
Yeah.
I have to say, I know this is a very PC, but I do have to say, and you know me well enough to know that I'm not fucking about. I do have to say that things are going better on sets.
Yeah. For you, it has to be really stark because even for me in just a 19-year career, it's so different today. It's crazy how different it is. And I have to assume for you, it's even a bigger.
It's huge. Less hours, better work, better people in their jobs. I mean, it's just amazing. All I can say is thank God for women to be taking over the film business because they know what they're doing.
Yeah. And even like the talk, by the way, I participated. Like it wasn't even on my mind, the jokes I would pitch or the thoughts I would have in comedies I was doing. I was completely out to lunch. It's completely different and for the better. It's not like a toxic place anymore.
I think it's great. I don't want to say that there's not amazing guys out there still. I still think that I've been lucky that a lot of the producers that I've worked with, the male ones, I consider them artists as well. I consider them filmmakers. I've been very fortunate to work with some amazing producers. But I do have to say that television sets are a lot more civil these days.
Yeah. What about hours, though, for you?
Hours are more civil. I don't like long hours.
Although you had like kind of the apex experience on Criminal Intent. Tell people to schedule that. Because when you told it to me, I thought this couldn't have been a schedule. Like there's turnarounds, like there's built-in, so people don't know, like we have a union, SAG-AFTRA, and there's like kind of these built-in guidelines that if you get off work, they can work you 20 hours, but you then have to have a 12-hour turnaround, but then they can break that once or twice a week. There's these wiggle room, but your schedule on that show, what was it?
Kate and I averaged about somewhere between 17 and 18 hours a day.
Ugh. Every day.
And
Oh my God.
shooting into Saturday.
There's no Saturday. There's only a Sunday, yeah. You got to get up at 5:30 in the morning on the Monday to get to work by 6:30 or 7 or whatever.
Additionally, for you, that wasn't the type of show where, like, fuck, Parenthood, I could go in, I could have a pretty good idea what the scene was, and we had a lot of latitude. I could improv, whatever. You had like monologues. Like I'm sure when you got the script, sometimes you saw your name at the top of the page and you just kept turning pages and it never stopped, right? Like multiple page speeches.
Yeah, it's actually hard to talk about. I have PTSD from it.
I know you do.
Yeah.
This is your third time on the show, and I've more than anything wanted to get some of the better stories of you out of it. And I know you're so hesitant to tell them.
Yeah, because
You went crazy. I think you went comically crazy, right?
I don't know if I went crazy, but I was definitely a motherfucker.
Can we tell the one story about you wanting the day off or needing the day off?
I can't tell that story.
Why? Because legal reasons, or you'll get
Yeah,
sued?
because of legal reasons, yeah.
Oh, shit. It's so far gone. Water under the bridge.
There's only some things I can say because there's a couple of people that I've made amends with.
Yeah. You don't want to seem like you're gloating or anything.
I will say that the work thing was pretty intense. Like I would be performing a script, I would be reading a script, and I would be learning scenes. I had a 3-day catch up. So I'm juggling 3 different scripts and learning 3 days of work so that I would never get behind.
Ugh.
I don't like to be on a set if I don't know my lines.
Yes. Well, this is like a perfect storm because it's already a really impossible shoot, and then added in your, we'll call it perfectionism. Like for me, like I have a better personality for this because I would just go, gang, I can't do it. And so I'm going to need an earpiece and you're going to have to cut this shit in half. And that's what's going to go down. But you are much better, which is why the show was so successful. So it's a perfect storm.
I mean, also, nobody told me about earpieces either.
But even if that had been told you, you wouldn't do it, correct?
Probably not, because I have a gene that if anything resembles theater in any way, I have to know all my lines. Like if it's something that's like definitely a film scene, then it's loosey-goosey. But if it's a scene in film or in television where there's a few actors and it plays, the scene actually plays. Like you could do the scene on the back of a pickup truck and drive around the city and just perform it over and over. If it has that kind of feel, yeah, I can't futz about.
I guess my issue with the earpiece has been this. Our job is already so embarrassing in some way. Like you hardly feel like you're earning the money they're paying you. And so some like blue collar gene in me is like, well, the least you can do is like get in shape for your movies and you learn your line. You do the minimal amount that's asked of you.
I know.
We had that, but then you and I had the shared experience of watching someone work with an earpiece who was fucking incredible.
Wait, but isn't there a lag? Like, how does that even work?
It's like this. I asked the same question, by the way, because I had no idea. And it was told to me by a very smart guy that it's sort of like listening to one of your favorite songs on the radio, but you don't know all the words to it. And you actually sing along to it because the song is actually cueing you.
Whoa.
Well, and then here's the intellectual defense for it, which I think has merit if you're a great actor, which is no one knows what they're going to say 6 hours before they say it. So there is some reality and truth to the fact that your brain's hearing it nearly simultaneously to you delivering it in real life. Like everything I'm saying right now is happening simultaneously. So I get the theory behind it. And then also this person we watched, by the way, I think we can say it because I saw him in an interview talking about it, is Robert Downey. And Robert Downey said in this interview with Sam Jones, I've done both things. On Chaplin, I was like crazy prepared, insane, lived the life. And I've worked in total chaos. And I find that I'm better in total chaos. And so it's like, I can applaud that. He's like Picasso. He did the normal paintings and then he did cubism. And even when you and I were working with Downey, he is hearing his lines, but he's also improvising. So it's like he has a kaleidoscopic mind that can weave all that info into one thing.
Yeah.
I found it to be mind-blowing.
You know why it wouldn't work for me? I just realized it when you were saying that.
Well, hold on. Before you say it, can I guess what you're going to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Knowing you so well and having a very similar personality, you'd get annoyed by the person reading the
Exactly.
thing. You'd be like, why did they... What are they doing? Are they reading it upside down over there? Like
Exactly. Like if there was another me and I was standing next to them and telling them what to do, I would be fine.
Another me. What if you recorded it the night before and you had the sound guy hit play in your ear? I mean, now we're getting
What a disaster that would be.
yeah, you'd hate yourself. You would walk out, you'd burn your SAG card and leave for good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you tell me if this is too much to say, because I'm going to sum one of them up. I just need to let people understand the gravity of what was happening. And I think I can do it in a safe way. And you tell me if you don't like it, we'll cut it out. But there was a time where you desperately needed the following day off. And you said, I need this off. You had asked for it many times. It was told you that was not going to be an option. And then you said, well, I'm injured. And they said, no, you're not injured. And then you proceeded to injure yourself pretty severely in front of the person.
In front of them. Oh.
Can we say that? Well, maybe you don't have to confirm or deny that happened.
Yeah, I don't have to acknowledge it at all, actually.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God. So what's great is just how you had heard about this and that and other actors using earpieces. Of course, before I met you, The Judge, I had heard some pretty exciting things about you. And I had a little bit of fear meeting you. I had heard some version of the story I just recapped for you. And so I thought, oh my God, this is the kind of guy who will who knows what's going to happen on set. And then I'm assuming I'm the type of guy that's going to annoy you. So maybe it'll be you and I involved in one of these stories. And then we meet on The Judge and you're so sweet and kind and you'd seen Hit and Run and you're really complimentary. I was like, well, this took a 180. You really mellowed. Like you kind of go against what I would normally say. It's like, generally what I've seen, if someone's an alcoholic, they're going to be one for life. If someone's an insufferable dick, they just rarely change. But you've really had a huge evolution, wouldn't you say, over your life?
Yes, I would say. Two things. I think there should be novels written about it, several novels. But I also think somebody should, like the Catholic Church should give me priesthood.
You could get knighted.
Knighted. How does that sound? Knighted?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
Yeah. Add that to the list.
Monica wants to ask you a question, but she doesn't even know she wants to ask you it. I'm going to set it up.
Okay.
Monica saw in the theater Jurassic Park 3 times. She went 3.
No, Jurassic World.
Okay,
World.
that makes more sense. Yeah. Jurassic World.
Yeah. Oh, I just loved it.
Could you imagine she went to the theater 3 times in a row? When's the last time you went and saw a movie in the theater 3 times?
Not since I was like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did it at 29
I'm sure
years
there
old.
were reasons. Like,
Here we
I
go.
went with one group of friends, and then some other friends wanted to see it, and I loved it. Mainly, I just was really into Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I wanted you to ask Vincent about. I want you to feel
About the
free to just
Pratt?
ask him about Pratt a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
He's very attractive.
You like Chris, do you?
I like the way he looks, and I like the way he,
Moves.
I like the shape of his body.
Mm.
You know what it is? I loved Parks and Rec so much, and I always looked at him as like, well, how everyone did. He was just like the funny doofus on that show. And then he's in Jurassic World, and he shocks you with his body shape.
And his movie starness.
Exactly.
His X Factor.
Yeah. I mean, basically, he would tell his version of what happened very similar to the way you just did. He had to change himself to get the parts that he wanted. And he actually said once off stage, this is true, by the way, there's actually a videotape of it. Before he got the part, or before he ever knew Spielberg, or Jurassic World was even a script, he said that he's going to be in the lead in the next Jurassic film.
Whoa.
And there's actually a videotape of it. You can look it up.
Wow.
There's so many layers to that. I mean, there's the obvious one right out of the gates, which is like, what, foresight. But even more, of all the movies he was like, let's dust off. I don't even know that would have been in my mind. That's so peculiar.
That's what they wanted. I think maybe he got a notion of it. Like, I remember hearing, oh, there's going to be a Jurassic World, but there's no script. There's no nothing. Nobody's casting anything. I think that's probably around the same time he did that.
Uh-huh.
And he said it like, oh, you know what he did? His phone rang. Oh, that's Spielberg. He wants me to do Jurassic World. And he walked off pretending like he was talking to Spielberg.
Oh,
Ah.
It's something like that happened, if I remember correctly.
And now Vincent did 2 back-to-back movies with him. Then he did Magnificent Seven.
that's right. That's right.
So they're bros.
And he also did my film, The Kid. He played the bad guy in The Kid.
He's a sweet motherfucker,
seems really
right?
sweet.
I mean, he's the real deal.
Believe me, he knows this too. I would love to be able to say something horrible about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I really would.
That's part of the magic of him is like everyone should hate him and everyone's just so I've never been more excited by someone's success that I wanted and didn't get.
I know, me too. There's literally nothing. The guy is amazing. And he's not only is he like a sweetheart, but he shows up. He's a hard worker. He shows up. He wants it to be great.
I think that's because he was a wrestler in high school. I think the dudes who like found their way to wrestling and were willing to like lose weight and train like that, they're a different breed.
That's true.
I think so too. I think you're right. And also I think sportsmen are a different breed of people too.
Which he is also that.
Yeah.
And let's add a third category. He's an outdoorsman.
Yeah. I know 2 people that can hit anything with anything, and he's one of them. One is a Native American, where he can like pick up any object and hit anything with it.
Oh my God.
Really?
What a
Chris is
skill.
the same way. I'm really good with a rifle, but this is no joke. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. Chris could draw a 6-shooter at his hip and flare it, right?
Yeah.
And put them all inside a playing card.
Come
What?
on.
No.
Oh my God, Monica.
I swear to you, I'm not kidding.
I love him again.
Oh
I
my
already
God.
did. But you know what he can't do? Magic.
You can't do magic.
You got that on him.
Vincent knows magic.
I
Sorry,
know,
sorry,
that's
sorry.
why
That's
Oh,
why
okay,
Monica's
sorry.
saying it.
Yeah,
Monica
yeah.
and I, we're
know,
connected
we
in a different way than you and I. Don't get jealous. It's just,
Yeah.
The trajectory of my life is I introduce you to someone I love and care about, and then that person quickly is more enamored by you. I'm used to this pattern. I don't know what. I'm not shocked.
it's never happened before.
Kristen would leave me in 2 seconds for you. If she even overheard this, she'd be taking her ring off.
What was I going to say though?
Chris.
Oh, he knows. You know how maybe one of you do, but do you know how some people know the Rubik Cube? Like they know it. They see it in their mind when they're doing it. Like they have the pattern down.
Right.
He's one of those guys. He also speaks German, fluent German.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Okay.
He either speaks fluent German or he spent a few days really setting me up really badly.
Here is the problem. Vincent also lies occasionally for his own amusement, and you don't know because he's just a great actor. Like he told me this elaborate story of hurting his leg falling off of a helicopter and
And it was a
on the roof of a
lie.
building. Yes, it was a complete
Oh
lie.
wow!
I was so into it.
Your memory's off a little bit.
Okay, tell me how.
Half of that story is true.
Where you took a helicopter ride once in your life?
Where I took a helicopter ride and the bottom rung of the helicopter, you'll remember, got stuck on the side of a building
Yes.
as we were ascending.
Ooh.
Okay.
So here's a building, here's the rung of a helicopter. Helicopter goes up and goes over and goes.
But you at no point fell out of that helicopter and shattered your femur, right?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, I remember when I told you this. But that's why it's tough with Chris, too, because Chris is really, really good at being a straight man. He's very, very good at it. I've never seen the Parks and Rec thing. I try not to see anything that my friends have done well in just because of, jealousy.
Except for my game show.
Except for the game show. What happened with the game show? You were so good in it.
We haven't talked about that on here, have we?
No.
I just want to preface what you're about to say with something else.
Okay. Also, you can finish on Chris if you want. I just got excited about that exchange.
No, I want to talk about the game show.
Okay.
So to me, there was a couple of scenes with a couple of guests. I call them scenes because it was like drama. It was like high drama. So there's two things going on with me when I'm watching it. One is he looked fucking amazing in those suits.
I know. Yeah.
I mean,
the
unbelievable.
hair.
Oh, the hair, but the suits, like,
Yeah.
how the fuck did that happen? Like, honestly,
No,
it was like,
nice. It was a good
wow.
look.
It was. And there was a different one each time. So you got to see like a new thing every time. And then there was these two brothers, and he got in the middle of it, man. He was like, oh my God. He just
Was
took
it a
it
sad
off.
story?
No, these were these magic brothers, right? They had been like raised in this Oregon kind of commune. They all played banjos and they were a bluegrass family band, right? He had rescued someone from a train. I was like, I couldn't even believe I was meeting these people. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that was one of the brothers. And the other brother spent his whole life in like a coffin somewhere. Or
Yes.
something. Anyway,
Neither of them had ever seen television, and it was a pop
Yeah.
culture quiz.
exactly. Yeah. And the drama was unbelievable. And then Dax gets in the middle of it and just takes it off the page and just boom. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm telling you. And the scenes where the guy is closed up in the cubicle, oh my God, that they sit in a cubicle and it closes up and they do this shot of one of the brothers. And Dax is saying something to him as the thing closes. Dax is saying, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be sure about this. You're going to get it. And his eyes, you see the thing closing, and his eyes are like, oh my God, my life is fucked. I was on the edge of my seat.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I get this fucking text from Vincent that basically says, oh my God, I love Spin the Wheel. To which I immediately reply, I don't want to talk about it ever.
Oh, because you didn't want to get in your head about it?
Yes, because talking about like what you said earlier, if you heard your own voice acting, for whatever reason, that the Spin the Wheel experience in particular, for me to play a game show host, I just had to commit in a way I don't know that I've ever had to commit, and I didn't ever want to see if I wasn't pulling it off because I knew I wouldn't be able to then do it again.
Right.
And so even talking with you about it scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you detected that and then you changed what you were going to say. Like maybe you were going to say like, what the fuck are you doing in front of this 5-story wheel?
No.
But then you detected that you could ruin my life like with just one
I
long
am
text.
totally fucking sincere about it. Honestly. I
can
thought it was
really
riveting.
tell.
Yes. Then I enjoyed the hell out of it because the way he was describing it felt like some French noir movie or something. Like, I felt
Exactly.
like I really had done something.
Yeah. I mean, the two things combined. There was also, I won't get into it because I don't want to, I mean, we do have 24 hours, but
True.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it. But there was another episode with a girl
Mm-hmm.
and her sister, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys like to pull the sibling thing,
Family.
Generally
Yeah.
family, yeah.
which is like really high drama if you think about it.
For sure, because they're bringing all this baggage in.
Yeah,
decades
yeah.
of
And the
baggage.
two women were so sweet and they loved each other so much, but there was this hate in them for each other as well that you could see as the game turned as the game rolled forward, you're like, oh my God, they're never going to speak to each other again. And Dax in the suit, because you can't have one without the other.
Sure.
He steps forward in the suit and he looks at both of them and he says something like, this is going to be okay. This is going to be all right.
So he had one line. It's like,
Well, in Vincent's memory, yeah, I had a catchphrase on it. It's going to be okay.
it seems like you really connected with the "it's going to be okay" portions of the show.
Maybe you felt like I was telling you it's
Yes.
going to be okay.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to go off track here. Okay. You can't say that it's not true that you did have that kind of presence on the show when things got rough.
Well, here's what I thought I was good at is when things got hairy, I think I do shine in that situation.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think I told you the most incredible, surreal out-of-body experience of the whole thing was that we would find out whether the person just lost $200,000 or won $400,000. And then within 9 seconds, I got to tell you to tune into the next episode. That was the most incredible turn of my life. You know, like, and just not to get into how the sausage is made, but in a scene, a turn might be like Vincent's very angry at his son and he's screaming at him. And then his son says something that breaks through and he actually realizes that's my fault. And he feels compassion and says, It's a turn. Well, this had to be two people are crying. We've just found this out. They won nothing. You guys, I want you to remember that no matter what happened today, you have each other, which is invaluable. Tune in next week to
Unbelievable.
Scream the promo for the next episode. And I mean, you have to imagine how fraudulent I felt every single time I did that. I mean,
yeah, because it's a job. It comes down to you being able to turn that quickly. Yeah, for sure. But just to reiterate, I'm not wrong about his presence on the show.
I know
you didn't see it, did you?
I don't think you wanted me to see it. I saw pictures and the pictures were gorgeous.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
The
Thank
big
you.
wheel behind him and the fucking clothes and his hair. Oh my
Amy
God.
Hansen was doing my hair. Let's give her a shout out.
God, we should, because your hair did look great.
It's
It
all
looks
Amy
great.
Hansen.
It's the best hair I've ever seen him have ever.
Well, it was first and foremost, it was combed. Like it was clearly had a unified
shape to
direction.
it.
Yeah.
Right. But there's something about Dax where, like, if he's driving a car or he's on a motorcycle or something, he's not wearing a helmet, like his hair always looks great.
Yeah, he does have good hair.
But to achieve that when he's not on a vehicle is really hard to do. Fuck, it was spot on.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
We are supported by Walden University. You know that feeling when you've been thinking about making a move, going after the degree, the promotion, the thing you keep telling yourself you'll get to someday? Walden University is built for that moment. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working professionals get the W, the knowledge, the skills, and the confidence to create real change in their careers and communities. Their programs are designed around your life, not the other way around. With Tempo Learning available in select programs, there are no rigid schedules or set weekly deadlines. You move at your own pace. And Walden's faculty aren't just academics. They're practitioners who bring real-world experience into everything they teach. From your first class to career coaching and beyond, Walden is your partner the whole way. Take the first step and learn at a pace that works for you. Visit waldenu.edu. Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev. This episode is brought to you by the new Max original comedy series, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. From the world and creators of The Big Bang Theory comes a new comedy series. Stuart Bloom, comic book store owner and lovable underdog, accidentally breaks a device built by Sheldon and Leonard and kicks off a full-blown multiverse Armageddon. Now, he's on a mission to put reality back together alongside his girlfriend Denise, a geologist named Bert, and physicist Barry Kripke. Along the way, they're running into alternate universe versions of characters you already know and love. Check out the new Max original comedy series, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, now streaming exclusively on HBO Max with new episodes Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Subscription required. This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place.
Let's talk bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, but it does not have to be that way.
With SoFi high yield checking and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit.
No account or overdraft fees, which feels rare these days. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, perfect for getting ahead of a bill or grabbing what you need right when you need it.
Plus, get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/armchair. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank N.A. member FDIC. Terms apply. This episode is brought to you by ServiceNow. Look, I have my dream job. I get to talk to folks I admire like crazy and ask them virtually any question that I want to. I can't imagine a better way to spend my time. But even dream jobs have some not so dreamy parts, the stuff that gets in the way of the actual work. Now, that's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what you should do about your busy work. They actually do it, start to finish. Cases closed, requests handled, no extra work for you. So you and your team can focus on what matters most, which for me is, are they obsessed with male bodies on the same level as I am?
They never are.
To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com. Okay, I want to talk about a couple things I've seen you in recently before we talk about your book. I'm glad we're here in a public forum to iron this out. This is a good place for it. So I'm watching Ratchet, and
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, first of all, I fucking loved it. It was so visually stimulating. And then you come in, and you're phenomenal in it. And I was so thrilled because you come in probably, 25 minutes into the pilot. So I don't even know you're doing that show. And then here comes my friend Vincent, and he's like a dramatic version of Boss Hogg. Do you remember Boss Hogg from the Duke Boys?
Of course.
Yeah, just like a scoundrel, a public scoundrel.
Yeah.
And you were so awesome in it. And then I text you like, oh my God, I love, and then just really no response. I guess maybe that was your game show. Like, did you just not want to talk about it?
No, I think I was trying to figure it out still.
Okay. Like my intention or
No,
show?
I think I was trying to figure out the character still. It was still evolving for me.
So you think when I reached out to you, you were still processing what you had even played?
I was still processing it a lot. Like I was still trying to figure out where I was going to go with it. Because I started at a place, you know that I think of these kinds of things. I know it's really boring to talk about acting, but I always like to start in a place that I know I'm going to be able to achieve something different at the end of it.
Yes.
Like to have some place to go is really important. For this one, it took me a long time to figure out when I should start going there. And so it's either that or I just forgot to text you back.
Well, no, because they were repeated. It wasn't like I just hit you on the first episode and then left it at that. Of course not. Every time you showed up, I gave you some feedback on it because I loved every time you were on it.
I just want to say I had a great time doing that show because I was surrounded by incredible women that have inspired me for so long. Like every day was a joy. And you know I love acting. And the idea of being at a table with those kind of actresses, I was really happy.
What's great is, as you know about me, I'm sure it's a self-defense mechanism. So I'm not even claiming that I have like a real thought out reason for this, but I just don't think much about acting.
That's such bullshit. You know what? Let me tell you something. I have to
You don't even know where I'm going with this. You don't
I
even
do know where you're
but
going.
go.
I do
Where am
know
I
you're
going?
going.
Where am I
This
going?
is the usual spiel. And listen, I just want to say something before you get going. Okay? Because then I'll listen and I'll pretend like it's interesting.
Okay.
My daughter, Layla, right?
Yes,
has
we
just
love.
watched Parenthood for the first time. And she's on, I think, the second season now. And we haven't talked about it at all. She called me 3 days ago. She didn't know I was doing this podcast, nothing. And she called me for one reason only, to talk about your acting in that show.
Really?
How incredible she thinks you are as an actor. And she goes, he's really good, isn't he, Dad? And I'm like, yeah, he's fucking great. And she goes, yeah, but he always poo-poos himself about it. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's his like MO. Yeah. But you are fucking great. You are a great
Well, listen, that's not even what I was going to say. I was not going to say that. I wasn't going to say I was a shitty actor. I do think I was good on Parenthood. I think there was an environment there that allowed me to really do well the way I approach it. I was not going to say that. I was going to say, well, I don't have any training or anything, so I don't have an approach I could explain to you. But now you do, and I don't think it's silly. I love it. Like when I hear you and I went out to eat in the last time I was in New York, and you were explaining to me, I find this awesome, even though it's not what I do or would even know how to do. You will sit in a fucking chair in your house and you'll make noises for hours. And then you will find some noise or tone and you go, a sound. And that's it. And then
you're missing the root of that. First, I'll find an event or a person in my life that I start to feel emotional about in the chair when I'm sitting there. And then I'll try to, instead of getting emotional, or instead of talking, I'll try to make a sound and see if the emotion starts to rumble inside me. And when I find the right sound, and it starts to rumble and I can feel myself about to well up or laugh with joy, I know I've found the right tone for the character.
Yeah.
That's how Wilson Fisk's voice ended up the way it did, through an event with one of my kids.
Really?
Yeah. Which is a very interesting story. You're going to love this because Jeff Loeb, the guy who used to run Marvel Television, there was this thing about read-throughs. So Marvel has this thing about doing read-throughs on the shows, which we did read-throughs on Criminal Intent every script. So I get it. And I was there every time and it helped a lot. But this was different. Like I didn't want to do Fisk without this feeling inside me, this very specific feeling inside me. And the director and the showrunner and everybody said, you have to do it. We understand we don't want you to do it if you don't want to, but you have to because it'll set a precedence for all the other actors to not show up. And I went to one of them and I was really miserable. I went home and I couldn't leave it alone. And then I called the boss, the big boss. And I said, will you have dinner with me the next time you're in New York? And luckily, it was about 3 days before the next read-through. So we went to Alimentari, Jeff and I. We became close friends over this night, by the way. We still are. And I explained to him, I said, look, this is going to be tough for you because it's all mushy actor stuff. But I need you to listen really carefully because this is really important to me. And I told him about this event in my life that had to do with one of my kids. And I told him I attached my process to the event, right? And I said, so when I make that sound, that's his voice. And I cannot sit there at a read-through and do that. I just can't.
Yeah.
It would be awful for everybody. It's not being filmed. It's like a freak show. It's like, it doesn't work. And he said, okay, I get it.
Good.
Yeah, so when we had dinner, I think it was like right in the middle of all that. Like it was still being ironed out. And I think you too, you were really wrestling with like, I do not want to be the annoying, needy actor. The world's got to change so I can do the thing. Like you clearly were stressed about it. And I remember hearing it. And I think I'm generally the bratty police. That's what Kristen and I do for each other. It's like, this sounds a little bratty. I think we both lose our fucking minds at times. But I heard that and I was like, I totally respect it. And I think it's really valid. And by the way, it's why this whole thing works and is great. You got a guy like me where I do best if you tell me my lines 1 second before the scene starts and I do it this way. But then when we need someone to come in and play the character you play in Daredevil, we need a very specific type of person to do that. And there's a whole specific process and you kind of got to honor it. Like you can't have both.
You can't have both. Yeah.
Right. So you're either going to do something that isn't that powerful in you, and then you'll be able to do it at read-throughs and Malls of America to promote the show and on talk shows, or not.
Right, exactly. And it's always something different. Like I still do read-throughs if people want to do read-throughs. It's all, whatever. I don't care. It's whatever helps, I'm all for. When we did The Judge, remember, I was there for the read-through.
Yeah,
And,
that's where we met.
That's where we fell in love. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we passed notes to each other. I think.
Oh, we did lots. We were the two kids with learning disabilities at the table read. Now, I, of course, had my own like storm of thoughts and emotions, which was like probably a lot of I don't belong here feelings going into it, just with Duvall there and Downey and you and fucking Billy Bob. You don't have those feelings, do you? Or do you even you? Like knowing Duvall's going to be at that table read, is your brain busy?
There's two things. One is I don't get butterflies. Like I've never gotten butterflies. I push myself. I try to fail as much as I can when the camera's rolling. So Ethan thinks it's because I have some kind of brain deficiency.
Like a psychopathy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm missing something that's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like a self-preservation mode. I'm being serious. Like the fact that you injured yourself, the fact that you're happy to go into 6 or 7 guys swinging clubs. Like there is a lack of self-preservation.
Well, when he went into the magic in the pool,
Yeah.
didn't you
with the
there was
sack,
like a pool and you were trapped.
Oh, right. Trying to do escape routines.
Yes.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
with my mom standing there watching me.
Yes.
Oh, my God. You imagine anything worse than watching your child
Oh my God.
be a daredevil?
It was horrible, man. It was horrible.
my
It was horrible for her. I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine one of my sons doing that or my daughter.
No.
So there's two things. There's that where I just don't have butterflies. The other thing is, and I think you can relate to this totally because otherwise you wouldn't be successful. There's something about pressure that ignites me.
Sure.
And that
Yeah.
takes over any kind of nervousness or anything. Like to be at the table with Duvall,
Yeah.
to know that Duvall was going to play my father in something
Yeah.
and me his son, the idea of that was so big that there was no nervousness because I was so excited about it and ignited. And
I agree that when there's a high probability of failure or the stakes are high, my brain wakes up in a way that I can't normally get it to wake up to.
Yeah.
And then I get kind of confident.
Right. I forget if you scuba dive or not. You scuba dive, right?
I've done it once.
You've done it. Okay, so there's this thing about scuba diving that this Jamaican guy taught me. And for some reason, it works for some people and it doesn't for other people. But this is exactly what you're talking about. So once you start going past 30 feet, there's no way you're going to make it up if you fuck up. Like you cannot fuck up after 30 feet.
You're pot committed.
25 feet, you know that you need to blow and not move faster than your bubbles. Basically, you won't get the bends if you don't move faster than your bubbles, basically. But you still have to have air. And past that, unless you're like one of those incredible lung-breathing freaks, right? You're dead. And so this old Jamaican dude who taught me how to scuba dive said to me, just look up, man. Just look up. And I was like, really? That's going to fucking help me? And one day, I was down like 80 feet with him, and I saw a big fucking fish. And I couldn't tell. It was so far away, I couldn't tell what it was. It was something, one of those big things that are ridiculously big and stupid. You know, like an old dog. It was like an old dog fish.
Yeah. Sea cow.
Yeah. But to me, it was a great white.
Of
and
course.
I just went like, I was 80 feet down and I felt for the first time, and I immediately remembered what he said. And I flipped over on my back and I looked up and I could see the sun very little above the water. And the first thing that went through my head is, you cannot fuck up. You are dead if you fuck up. And I went completely calm.
Wow.
And flipped back over and I was fine. And the whole rest of the dive, every time I would feel that little, I would look up and I would say, can't fuck up. It's the same kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's funny you described that because I had that too. I had no training. Kristen was doing this movie, Couples Retreat. Jean Reno was there with his master diver that he met on the Big Blue. Like these guys have been diving for 25 years. Has everyone done it? Yeah, not me. You'll be fine. We got the dive master.
Yeah.
So I have zero training. I'm like, fuck it, I can do it. And same thing, man. We get down around like 40 feet or something. And I have that moment where I'm like, wow, you're all in. Like
Yeah.
it just hits you like, oh,
Hits you,
you've
yeah.
made a decision and you've passed the point of no return.
Right.
And if you freak out right now, it's over. Or
Right.
if you get your thinking
Why?
on
Because if you freak out, then your breathing gets all fucked.
Yes.
that, and then the amount of time it's going to take you to surface without going up super fast and giving yourself the bends, how long can you hold your breath? Like, how long can you slowly rise 40 feet in the water or however many feet you're down?
Yeah. It's like being chased by a monster, and there's nothing you can do to beat the monster. It just gets worse and worse and worse until the monster eats you.
Ew! Why does anyone do this?
And you cannot go there. You cannot see the monster.
Yeah. It's a pretty profound experience. I dug
Yeah.
it. But yeah, you find out like,
Right away.
yeah,
Yep.
you got to take control of your brain.
In Mexico, there are cenotes, right? Cenotes. And they connect to the ocean. What it is on the outside, when you're on land, it looks like a giant pond. But if you go in it, it opens up to a huge cavernous thing. And there are tunnels at the bottom of it that lead to the ocean.
I've been in one. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking. And they're generally like stocked with there's so much wildlife in there, right? Like they're
So
really,
much water life. And half of
Yeah.
it is fresh water and the other half is salt water.
Yeah.
And you can feel like it's a really tough dive if you don't have a lot of experience, because the difference between your buoyancy from fresh to salt is it's a trip. You know, Layla and Elias, we went down this cenote. The whole time I'm like, no. They're like, those two went all the way in. They didn't go to the ocean, but they
Right.
went in. We only had one tank.
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
And they were just watching their time and watching and they went in. They followed the freaking guy. And I, as their father, watching them disappear. into the
Disappear.
cave
Wow, that's
was one of the worst experiences of.
I'm sure it would be the root of one of your future characters.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Okay, so before we talk about your book, something that people, I don't know if they know about you or not, but like, well, one is you did this play where you would do poems on stage, right? That's part of, you're looking at me like I got this wrong already.
Yeah, you did get it wrong.
Well, fuck it. I'm not going to even talk about that part yet. I just want people to know that as we became friends, I would often get texts from you about
Yes, you would.
Pecos Bill
Yes.
and this whole world Vincent has involving Pecos Bill and other characters. And they would be these really beautifully written, bizarre texts updating me on Pico's progress through whatever situation.
Yeah. And you're actually in the book. You are.
I am.
As Captain Shepard. Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Oh
you
my
are.
goodness.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, wow.
And it's exactly in the same vein of the monologues that I used to text you. It's called Gun Hand.
Is the name of that particular poem.
Yeah.
We'd call it a poem, right?
Yeah, or a piece or a journal. Like I call them fake journals.
Fake journals. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me about the stage thing you used to do that's kind of similar to this.
So that's the thing that Ethan directed and starred in. And I was in it. Our friend Jonathan Sherman did an adaptation of a Bertolt Brecht play called Baal, B-A-A-L. It's a very popular play if you know Brecht. If you don't know Brecht, you never heard of it before. But there's no fourth wall. David Bowie did it. Like there are a lot of like crazy artists have done it, and
Yeah.
crazy good artists, I should say. So Jonathan adapted it into this play called Clive. Ethan plays the part of Clive, and he directed us in it. And so there's music, and it's this incredible thing. There were a bunch of doorways. Each door frame and door was an instrument that was played on stage. Like the actual door was an instrument.
wow.
Some were guitars, some were pianos, some were, anyway. So it was a crazy, incredible play. We sold out every night. It was a trip. The whole thing was a trip. And I started to just write on that show. I just started to write. I wrote about the point of view of cats and hamsters and other versions of myself or other versions of myself that could never be. There's this one monologue about for the public to see the real me on film and the real me on stage because they'll never get to see my Blanche Dubois. And it's called Blanche. And so it's this whole thing. So all of these things started coming out of me. And they used to pass them around and recite them. And then one of the musicians, Dana Lynn, who's a composer, and she's one of those people that play like every instrument in the world, she wanted them because she wanted to put them to music. And we put out a couple of albums called Slim Bonehead Volt, which is an anagram, but you'll have to figure that out on your own. And we used to perform at Joe's Pub and sell out every night we performed. We'd do a 45-minute, and I would try to stretch it out to longer and get in trouble every time I did it. But it was like we performed these things. And that's how the writing started. And so now I've put newer ones and all those from back in the day and a version that I use of Gun Hand, which has a kind of Western noir feel to it. Yeah. The Pecos Bills ones, I still have them, and they will be in a book eventually. But I think Pecos Bill has to be in a picture book.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
Maybe you could illustrate.
Oh, wow.
That'd be fun.
A collab.
Oh, that'd be really fun.
Well, what's interesting, now I can ask you directly, but when you would send me those, I generally responded as a character as well.
Right.
And then I remember thinking, is this what he wants? Does he want me to join him?
I know. I loved it.
Or is this just for me to read and then leave alone? But
No, I know.
I wanted to be in the Western as well.
That's what I love about you, is that I never have to explain myself, and you just kind of like try and figure it out on your own.
I just join.
Yeah.
No questions. I wait till like 5 years later to ask a question. What was that all about?
yeah. I mean, basically, it's the same way, but a little different, the way Layla reacts to them. I said, you should read these. And I handed her like 8 of them or something. And she read them all in one sitting. And she's like, okay. She didn't know where to put it.
Yeah. What category does it go in?
Yeah. And I remember that she came to a show at Joe's Pub, and she came backstage and she was like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh. She wasn't blown away.
Oh,
She
I
was
thought, yeah.
even
No,
more confused.
there was like a thing where she sort of liked it, but didn't know if she should, or if she should save me from it, or...
Well, do you think it was going through the filter of like, what is my dad trying to do? Like,
Yeah.
because as a kid, you're like, what is mom doing?
yeah, I think it's
You
that.
can't just observe mom or observe you. It's like, what
Yeah.
are they doing? What's he trying to become? X, Y, or Z?
Yeah. I mean, there's one about a pig. It's called Pigs Can't Look Up, and which is true about most pigs. They can't actually look up. So,
And they shouldn't scuba.
They can't scuba.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Or
Good point.
fly. That's why the whole thing, when pigs fly, that's where that came from. Yeah. Which I think is a real fact. So that's a children's book right now. We are down to our choices of illustrators, and that's going to be published as a children's book, Pigs Can't Look Up. And it's been slightly edited to be a more of a kind of experience for a younger person, but it's actually turned out great, and it still has the exact feeling. But that thing has been tweeted and retweeted hundreds of thousands of times. Like, it's like people argue with me about it, but pigs can look up. You're full of shit. And they'll send me articles. And I'm like, yeah, but that pig can look up, but this pig can't. Like, so it's like ridiculous conversations. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking poem. Give me a break.
Will you read us it? You can say no.
I'll read it to you.
Yes, I want to hear it.
Pigs can't look up, but I could pick a pig up one night and raise it into the sky and tilt this pig ever so gently. I could make sure this pig's eyes line up with the stars. Imagine seeing the stars for the first time. I want to be treated that kindly and see the stars for the first time.
I love
lovely.
it. I'm not shocked at all that's been passed around hundreds of thousands of times.
Yeah.
I want to hear it again.
We want it one
yeah,
more
one more time. One more time. Because it's so short. It's so short. It's so beautiful.
Pigs can't look up, but I could pick a pig up. Oh, sorry. I'm going to start again because I went up on a word. Yeah.
I went up on a word.
Are you ready? That's a theater term.
Yeah.
I know that's. Yeah. You guys are like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's so
people
funny.
could figure that out even.
Oh my God. I will never forget that moment the rest of my life. You two sitting in those chairs, and I mentioned the word theater, and you guys are like, yeah.
I studied theater. I'm not as poo-poo on it as Dax.
No, my reaction was more like, it's a pretty self-evident word, even if you have no relationship with the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pigs can't look up, but I could pick a pig up one night and raise it into the sky and tilt this pig ever so gently. I could make sure this pig's eyes line up with the stars. Imagine seeing the stars for the first time. I want to be treated that kindly and see the stars for the first time.
I love it.
I like it just as much the second
I
time.
can't wait to buy it in children's book form.
Yeah.
Put
Also,
it on my coffee table.
what other emotion did it elicit in you? Because I got a very specific one.
I got like a magical feeling.
Yeah, I can see it in my head illustrated. Like I can see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I immediately think of the author and I want to nurture the author
Oh,
really
you
bad. Yeah, it
do.
makes me want to like pick you up and show you
Yeah.
the stars for the first time because I love you.
Well, you have, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
There have been times in our relationship where you've picked me up and tilted me ever so gently. You tilted me ever so gently.
Oh, I can say the exact same for you.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Being a serious business owner takes hard work, patience, and a drive to keep moving forward. So it's important to find a serious business card that goes the extra mile. With the Venture X business card from Capital One, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. And with big purchasing power, you can spend more and earn more. This is your sign to take your business to the next level. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Living your best life means being extra where it counts and skipping the extra where you don't need it. Like in your cleaning products. That's where Seventh Generation comes in. Their bio-based cleaning power delivers a powerful clean with nothing extra in the bottle. Need a dish soap that cuts through the tough grease? A detergent that tackles the worst stains and odors? Seventh Generation handles it all without any dyes or artificial fragrances. Real clean doesn't have to come with a long list of add-ons. Upgrade to a powerful clean without anything extra. Look for Seventh Generation dish soap and laundry detergent wherever you shop for your cleaning products.
The book is called Mutha
Mother, Stuff, and Things. Yeah.
and spelled Mutha.
Yes. And Corinne did all of the photography in it.
So it's a mix of like these writings and then photographs. And
Yeah. Of myself.
one of them's fucking beautiful that came over on the sample shit that was sent to us.
Yeah.
Like one of you have a little bit of a beard going and you're kind of
Yeah.
pushing your face into your hand. And my first thought was I just this year, Monica can tell you, this year I decided like I'm into the fact that I have gray hair. Like I just was like, oh yeah, this is a cool thing. Like I'm getting wrinkly and I'm getting gray hair and I'm not fighting it anymore and I'm excited about it. But I was fighting it for quite a while. But anyways, I just had this great feeling. And I was looking at the beauty of your face with all those things in mind. Like, look at this fucking face. You underestimate what looking at something with history does to you. And that's really what it is. And it's beautiful.
It is that. Yeah. It's crazy. And it works for the book because it is basically all stream of like that pig thing was written in what, 20 seconds, maybe? Like it's all stream of consciousness, never looking back, never re-editing. It's all exactly the way it came out.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting thing to do. But you know what I learned though, when I was performing it on stage, I would perform the intense journals, the ones, because there's a lot of crazy fucking journals, you know, and the best ones are in the book. But there was a cadence and a kind of energy in which I perform some of them. There's one called Cat in an Electric Chair. And it's about a cat about to be fried in an electric chair and what he has to say before they pull the switch. And the way it's performed has a certain... So when I gave it to the editors, they had to find it with my help. And so that's what punctuation is for, guys.
Yes, it's the tempo and the...
Is the tempo. Yeah.
Wait, are you going to do an audiobook?
I would like to, yeah.
This is a question for you that maybe I can relate to. So I do these stupid drawings.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I do them for Monica. Monica likes them,
They're
and that's
so
been and it's
good.
been so encouraging.
Yeah. There has to be a muse. There always has to be a muse. Yeah.
I think so. And what I like about it is everything I have ever done and I hate using this term, but artistically has definitely been out loud and facing an audience and looking for a reaction. Whereas when I'm drawing these pictures, there's no performance to it. It's just like, I think this would look neat, and I imagine for you this would sound neat. There's something that feels pure or like mine. It's for me.
Right.
And I like it. I can't explain it, but I was telling Monica, like, I actually have as a life goal when I slow down from working, like, I'd like to dedicate 3 days a week where I draw. I just think it would be good for me.
It would be good for you.
And I'm not good, but I'm creative.
Yes, he is good.
Well, I think that we should collaborate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We should just collaborate. So is there a particular thing your art leans towards?
I draw people.
Yeah. And just goes all over the place?
I can't
They're
draw.
very unique.
I'll send you
They're
a couple.
so good. They really are. No, don't laugh.
Monica says it, I believe it, by the way.
Yeah.
She's a very truthful person.
That's right.
Sometimes. Yeah.
But it's very detailed. There's like a small wrinkle by a belly button that like no one would think to
Right.
put that there.
All I can say about
Yeah.
them is they're the farthest thing from photorealistic. But I can promise you've never seen a drawing of a person like this. That's all I can really promise
Well,
you.
that's why I think we should combine the two, because my things are pretty unique themselves. And
Yeah.
we should do it, because the idea of you doing the illustration and me doing the words could be like a phenomenal little book.
I also
Yeah.
think that the illustrations could be a really easy leaping off point for you to think, because even when I draw them, I immediately start thinking of what that thought bubble should say over these people, or like what's going on in the middle of their life right now. That's kind of
Yeah.
the fun of it. And I'm not a good enough drawer. It's not like I have it in my mind and then I execute it. I'm seeing it as I draw. Yeah.
Well, it's exactly the way I write. Like, I'm not a good enough writer. I just write what I think, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I've read so much of what you've written. I love it sincerely. And I'm excited to own Mutha. Is it out? When's it out?
The 18th.
May 18th?
May 18th.
Where do people buy it? Everywhere you buy books.
Everywhere you buy books. Yeah. Amazon. And we're trying to put it in lots of little bookstores, little local bookstores and the big bookstores and just everywhere. And I'll be there every time you buy one handing it to you.
Wow.
That was part of the deal, but I thought that makes sense.
Logistically, it makes total sense.
Yeah, it would be illogical not to do it that way, just logistically speaking.
I mean, isn't that where the term being a million places at one time? Isn't that where that came from?
That's exactly where it comes from, book sales.
Yeah. I want to show you a picture because you were mentioned something that reminded me of my COVID look.
Uh-huh.
Like this was like the May after the beginning, like March, April, May, right?
Uh-huh.
You're going to love this. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, does not even look
Will
like
you text that to me?
Yeah.
because we got to post that.
Dude, look at that.
Can I ask you a serious question about COVID?
Yes. I'm going to hold this while you do it because it's like another guy. I mean, it's so weird. In the photo, it actually looks like the cigar is superimposed into my mouth for some reason. It's because I'm a genius photographer as well. But anyway, so go ahead.
And I don't want to mischaracterize you, or at least for a period of our life, we thought everyone's out to get me. And I'm going to let everyone know they're going to have their hands full. So don't try it. I'm willing to go down fighting. And something about COVID for me felt like, at least momentarily, oh yeah, I've been preparing for this my whole life. Like this is the thing I thought was going to happen. Like it would be me against the world somehow. So there was some weird, I don't know, elation about it.
It was weird. I felt very responsible in a way. But I have to tell you, it's so funny that you said that because yesterday I was waiting for my Uber because I'm like an actor and I get Uber. And
not because you live in New York, but because you're an actor. But yeah.
No, but I also get one in LA. So I'm waiting for an Uber and there's these two, I think they were from another country. I don't know exactly where, but two guys in suits on Fifth Avenue. I'm waiting for an Uber. And one, I swear to God, this is true. Okay. This is similar to the helicopter story, but this is true. Okay. They're talking about COVID. I can hear the word COVID. And then one guy says to the other guy, I told you so. And he goes, what do you mean you told me so? I told you it would happen. I told everybody it would happen.
So COVID was a big I told you so for everyone?
Like this guy is claiming he's claiming that he knew.
Yeah.
And his friend's like, you didn't tell me. And he's like, I did tell you. I told everybody. And I'm listening to this and I'm like, I wanted to enter the conversation and say to him, this makes absolutely no sense. Okay, there's no way you could have known. And you didn't tell everybody.
Was it Bill Gates? Because he did predict it.
Yeah, was it Bill Gates?
No, it wasn't Bill Gates. It was just
Okay.
two guys who were in New York doing business. Yeah.
Okay.
But very well dressed. Not game show well dressed, but very well dressed.
Okay.
And very articulate. That's why it was so surprising when he said, I told you so. And you should have seen his friend's face. He said, you didn't tell me. What? And he goes, yes, I did. I told everybody. It's like unbelievable.
Oh my God. Well, I'm delighted that he doesn't surround himself with yes men, because that guy was like, you did not.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah,
said
the guy-
that.
Yeah. It was like the guy turned into his like sister. You know what I mean? You did not. Like, shut up.
Sister. I'm inclined to add, although it's a little narcissistic, but I think that's another thing you and I feel very entitled to do, which is like if someone's being a blowhard, we become the self-appointed sheriff
Yes, we
that
did.
has to help everyone else out by letting this person know you're being a real blowhard right now.
Yeah. I have to tell you that I can't talk about specifics as you can't talk about specifics, but because I know some of them and you will not talk about them. As a friend, I'm telling you not to. So there are still days when I'm walking down the street and a memory comes back to me and I have to like shake it off what I did. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And for exact reason why what you just brought up.
Yeah.
Because like I used to think that I needed to take care of business if there was business to be taken care of.
And again, I'll speak for me. It's from having been forced to be around adults when I was young and couldn't do that, and watching everyone pay the fucking price of this blowhard's agenda.
Yeah.
And then becoming an adult and going like, not on my watch.
Exactly. Like I tell my good friends like Ethan, like I tell you guys that I love you. I tell you to be safe, take care of yourselves. It's not odd for me to just text you and say, how you doing? You okay? I mean, I just did it with Ethan the other night. I just said, be careful, be safe. That was the end of my text. But nobody understands, except for my friends, I guess, who know me, what that is. Because I remember when I was younger and I said it to a girl and she was going out that night and I said, be safe, be careful. And she thought that I meant don't fuck somebody or like I was trying to control her. And I'm like, I don't do that. Like, I'm not that. I really mean, she goes, why? Like, why are you suddenly concerned that something's going to happen? And I'm thinking to myself, it's true. Why am I concerned? But it's because of the PTSD from being younger and being in so much that shit does happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes I was the cause of it because of a bad choice, you know?
Well, yeah, that's the other hardest thing for me to come to terms with is I don't think of myself as a bad human being.
No. And you're not.
So I can only assess everyone else in the world as being about as good as I am. And I've just done really fucking horrendous things. So how much can I expect of the rest of the world?
I know. I agree. And I think a lot of times, fortunately, we were lucky that we got through those times for many different reasons because of what may have happened to the person that got the bad end of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like that never went to a point where we could end up in trouble, right? We were lucky there.
Oh, yeah.
And also the idea of us being able to control ourselves as adults. So we're fortunate. But I still, to this day, there are moments where a memory will come into my mind. And I literally have to shake it off. I have to think, okay, I cannot think about that. That is just going to take me down. That's the monster that's going to chase me down.
Yes, that, and you got to look up. You got to look up at the sunshine.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm so
love you
happy
too.
to talk to you. I love that we get excuses, right?
Yeah. I just can't wait to be able to come to LA. You know,
I know. You're going to stay here. Now you're going to stay here. There's more room.
I don't think I'll stay at the house. but I think I will come to LA, which is a city. It's like a whole city. So I can stay. There's a lot of places to stay.
It's a lot of options.
Let me just say one last thing. That having said that about the visit, and I know it's a problem and whatever, that I don't come to stay, but I think it's a really good idea that we do move to Europe together, all of us in the same, and get a house where we all live in together.
He hit me with this morning. He said, I'm thinking of relocating to Europe and I'm going to make you guys join me. And I said, this is a real reversal from you won't spend the night at our house. And now we're going to commit to co-owning some chalet in Switzerland.
Yeah, but it makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect. The whole thing tracks.
Yeah. And then, well, right. Then there's a story you would never tell, but I'll tell Monica afterwards.
Can I live there?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, you
great.
can. Yes.
Yeah.
Then I'm
It's
going
a
to
must.
push this because I like the idea.
He and I are endeavoring into this collaboration artistically, and I have to have you there to
Oh, the muse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And also not far away, which is a point that I said before, is Norway. And in Norway, there's fairies and trolls.
Which we also concluded today on the phone most certainly has to be transported by horse and carriage. You can't go
which I
grab
can
a-
do. I can drive a carriage, by the way. I can drive a carriage of mules. I can drive a carriage of horses. And I could get like a big fake fur, but a big fur coat, like a big fur coat and like some kind of like old Amish hat and like drive these elves.
He'd be great. Who's your guy from Terrence Posner who protects him?
Hagrid.
Hagrid. You can get up like Hagrid.
Yeah. I am.
All right,
I
I'll
am.
move. I'm
Get
doing it.
Okay.
I'll definitely move to Europe with you if you're going to dress
That's
like
what I'm
Hagrid.
saying. See, it tracks. It tracks. That's what I'm saying. All right. I love you guys.
I love you too, Vincent. Good luck. Everyone go buy Mutha stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman.
So we're doing something really fun right now. You'll probably be able to hear it in the performances.
I think so. Very novel. And
Yes.
proprietary.
Yes. I'm on the couch and Monty's in the rocking chair.
Yeah.
And
I'm
you're rocking. Yeah. So you're not practiced enough at this because your audio is going to be like
Oh, it's
this.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right. Okay, I'll stop.
Look like you're really having some fun in
I
there.
was. I really want to move around.
Yeah, well, it's very comfortable and it's very mobile and it's very
Zero gravity.
hingy. And you got your legs tucked up under you.
Yep.
So you look like an egg sitting on a rocking chair.
Speaking of me looking like things that I'm not,
Yeah.
we were on a girls' trip.
Yeah.
Girls were on a girls' trip to Ojai for a couple days, and it was so fun and lovely. We had to ride bikes. But we didn't have to. We chose to. They have a bike path that like takes you into town. It's like a half mile or something. It's not that far.
Hilly or flat?
There are some hills. I got a good workout,
Oh, I bet.
which I was grateful for. But I realized when the thought of riding bikes was coming up of like, hey, maybe we should ride bikes into town. I was like, okay. But I didn't think we really would. And then it seemed more and more probable that we were going to.
Yeah.
Then I really had to think about it. Do I know how to do that? I haven't done that. I haven't done that since I was 12 years old. How will I? And of course, there's the old adage. It's like riding a bike. You can always do it. But I'm skeptical of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. You didn't ride a bike in college at all?
No.
I guess not.
I really, truly don't think I've been on a bike since I was 12.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny to me.
I know, because people ride bikes.
And it's like a really integral part of because it's how all the motorcycle stuff started. I love riding bikes. I always feel 10 when I ride a bike.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine not having been on one for 30 years.
I liked riding bikes when I did. I didn't have any trauma, I don't think, from riding bikes. I did learn in my garage.
Oh,
And so it was
that's hard.
a very small space, lots of turns.
Yeah, almost impossible to learn a bike.
My mom brought it up the other day. She was just like laughing to herself, thinking about me in the garage trying to ride my bike.
Was that because either your parents were afraid you'd get hit by a car or you were afraid to not be good at it in public?
Good question. I think maybe both.
Sure, little Max.
I think maybe mainly the safety of just like you'll practice here.
Right.
And I think, and I was on the older end, of course. God, because I was Indian. I didn't know how to ride a bike. That's what
You
in
think that
my
played
head.
into
In
it?
my head, of course,
Oh,
that
in
played
your
in.
head.
It's like I'm not like other kids, and I don't know how to do stuff other kids know how to do, like ride bikes or swim.
Right.
And even though that's totally not fair to my parents, because like I was in swimming lessons as a very young kid,
They
and
probably bought you a bike. You just probably didn't ever express any interest in riding it
until I did,
Yeah.
and then I learned.
in your garage.
Then I was a full bike rider. I had a nice bike, multiple speeds.
Uh-huh.
But then, whatever. Then I stopped doing that.
Life intervened.
Then I was immediately nervous.
Mm.
I was like, I'm with all these girls and I don't want to slow them down, but I don't really know if I'll be able to handle it. They were Linus bikes, very nice bikes.
Okay.
They had a cute basket on the end.
Oh, sure.
It went pretty well. Once I got on it, I was like, oh my God, I'm really out of control. But then I felt fine. Then there were just moments of huge panic, like big panic moments. Something on it was sticking straight out. So for the first big chunk of the ride, I was just scraping my leg every time I pedaled.
From your kickstand or
No,
okay.
from the seat adjuster.
Okay. Oh,
It was
wow.
sticking straight out.
Okay. Yeah. Because you had
And-
it all the way down probably.
Correct.
And then no one tightened it back up.
Yeah.
Yep. You know I'm a forensic bikeologist,
Yeah, you
right?
figured it all out.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot.
Okay. Yeah, inner thigh, upper inner
yeah,
thigh.
right here.
Okay. Any blood, chafing?
No blood, but some big bruising.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't want to stop because the stopping seemed like that was going to be too hard. So
Right.
I just dealt with the pain for a while. And then finally I said to Amy, like, something is hurting
Oh,
me.
Jesus.
And she was like, do you want to, let's stop.
Yeah.
And so then she helped me. And then we had to get on the street. That part was really panicky. And then Kristen, of course, goes into this mode. She's like, okay, you guys go first. I'll go behind Monica. Like everyone has to protect me. You
Sure,
know?
a little duckling.
Yeah, yep. And then that was great. I did well until I got a little overconfident.
Well, can I guess something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get to town and then have a couple of wines and then felt kind of loose and confident? Because I think that's probably what happened. If I'm being honest.
I forgot about we did have wine there.
Okay.
But it was good. I needed to loosen up a little bit.
Yes, of course.
But then I got a little overconfident.
Right. I think stemming from the fact that you had a couple wines.
And I was just like, I know how. I made
Yeah.
it here. This is great.
Well, again, once you
great
have
on
a couple
bike.
of glasses of wine, you're optimistic. That's why people drink.
Yeah.
It makes you optimistic. So you're like, fucking man, I knew I'd have this.
It is just like riding a bike.
Yeah, they're right.
And Laura, very acclaimed bike rider,
Okay.
was in front of me. And so I was just kind of following her, but a ways behind. And she took like this she took a turn, like a fast turn, but she thread the needles. So there was like a barrier and she went through.
Okay.
It was a small area. And she did it with such ease. I was like, oh, I can do that. And
Yeah.
then immediately I was like, I can't do it. And then I started screaming for her. I was like, Laura. And then I went up on a hill, but I stayed on the bike.
Okay.
So there was no falling.
Oh, wow.
And all the other girls were behind me. And it was just,
But your heart rate was like at 180.
oh, of course.
The text I got was Monica forgot how to ride a bike. And I was hoping for videos so much.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything I'd like to watch more than you. Couple wines deep, navigating the
I
bike.
thought of the scenario in which you were there, and I was thinking about it. I would have been so embarrassed. if
You
were
would
there.
have?
Yeah, so
Oh, I
I'm
would have
really glad
loved
you
it.
weren't there.
Oh, I would have loved it.
And I looked oh my God, this is why I started talking about this. I looked like a little preschooler on
Yes.
this huge bike with a big helmet on my head.
I bet you look just like the little baby in the photo here that we have.
I did.
Yeah, I would want to see that for sure.
Yeah, I looked real small.
In my dream scenarios, I would have procured training wheels for you.
No, I
And then
wouldn't have
put the
allowed
training
that.
wheels on. Well, because you're my daughter. So I would put the training wheels on. We'd drive to dinner and I would let the baby have some wine.
Oh, okay.
And then I would take the training wheels off.
Oh, that's mean.
No, just because you had you'd gotten confident on the way
But I
there.
wouldn't have learned on the way there. I wouldn't have relearned.
I would have positioned the training wheels so it gave you a lot of leeway, so you could experience what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, as I did with my other children. We're both very good bike riders.
Yeah, they are. And so am I now.
So do you look forward to riding a bike again, or would you rather wait again another 20 years?
I'm not like super enthused about getting on a bike again tomorrow.
But it's so fun when it's going well, right?
Yes.
It's a
is.
time traveling device that makes you feel like a kid again. That's why I like it.
It is. And I did feel like a kid. And I did feel like I was getting a good workout too. So I was like, this is great. But then as soon as I got back into, so after the hill, tiny hill, then I got back on it. Everything's fine. I'm doing great again. I'm confident again.
Yeah. Your buzz resumed.
But then I almost hit this couple coming.
Oh, boy.
And then I got panicked
You probably
again.
got target fixation. You probably saw them and you thought, don't hit them.
Yeah, that's
and then
what
you
was
kept staring at them. And anywhere you stare, you go to.
Well, I wasn't even staring at them. I was just like, don't hit them, don't hit them,
Yes.
don't hit them, don't hit them. Ah! And then I panicked and kind of jumped off.
Oh, okay.
And was like, and was like, I'm so sorry.
I'm new at this. I'm just a baby. Even though I have wine on my breath, I'm still a baby.
My daddy gave me wine.
My daddy lets me drink wine on vacation.
It was fun.
But can I tell you, that it's a thing called target fixation, and in off-road racing, it's a big, big thing.
Okay.
So you come around a turn and there's a fucking boulder in the way, and as much as you need to not hit that boulder, you have to force your eyes to look away from the thing you're terrified of hitting, or you will drive into it.
That's interesting.
A phenomenon. Phenomenon?
Yeah.
Not phenomena.
You could say either, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's regional.
Oh, colloquial.
So that probably is what happened both times, because maybe the barrier thing,
Yep.
maybe I was like, oh my God, I can't hit that. And then maybe
You have
it
to
was,
force yourself to look beyond it in the middle of it.
Okay.
By the way, this even happens like when I drive Big Brown. Big Brown's so fucking enormous, right? And I'm tempted to look in my rearview mirrors, my side mirrors, to see that I'm in the lane.
Oh.
Like that I'm not crossing either lane.
Yeah.
And if I do that, I'll just cross back and forth. But if I just stare ahead and trust that I'm in the middle of the lane, I'm in the middle of the lane.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good note. I wish I had heard it before.
Okay.
But I'm not
this is
really-
curious
I'm not
because
really going to ride bikes with you. This
well,
the
then we're
moral
not
of
going to
the
be in
story.
the same retirement community because I plan on riding bike everywhere in my retirement community.
Well, why?
To like the shuffleboard
But
deck
I can
and
just
the
walk
pool.
and meet you.
No, you got to be on a bike. Streamers, wine.
I'm going to be self-conscious around you on it.
No, you're going to get great.
I am great.
Yeah, you're great at it.
I didn't even have wine today, and I'm overconfident again.
Great trip, though.
Fantastic trip. Do you know what I'm sad? I mean, not sad to admit, but it's a big thing I'm about to admit.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
The Friends reunion premiered last night.
It did?
Yes. And I didn't watch it. I chose my real friends over my actual friends.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
your real life friends over your best friends.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like that's a really good sign for you.
It's sad.
Are you excited to watch it tonight?
Well, I have dinner with Callie and then I have to edit. So I don't think I will even tonight.
Wow. Yeah, because you don't want to do it at 11:30 at night.
No.
You want to eventize it. You want to have some wine and
Yep.
some food and
Yeah.
more wine.
And I have to be by myself.
Oh, you do?
Oh, for the first viewing, yeah. Needed to be by myself for the finale.
Uh-huh.
And I need to be by myself for this too.
Oh, okay. Have you read any reactions?
No, I've been
Okay.
avoiding.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anywho.
So do you want to say anything about what you did while I was riding bikes?
Well, Kristen was out of town on this thing, and my son Aaron was here in town, and we went with my dad, Tom Hansen,
Yeah.
on the motorcycle ride I told you about, 3 generations.
Yeah.
And remember,
I
it
know,
was-
but you know what's sad? That fact check's now later.
oh,
so
because it
people
was
don't
it
know.
was. That's how I bleeped out our special guest.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, we talked about it because it was looming. It was going to be
Yes.
the next day. I was going to go with Tom Hansen, my father,
That's right.
my picked father, whatever, my
Chosen
my
father.
chosen father,
Yeah.
in the absence of my real father.
Yep.
I was nervous because Tom already doesn't like that I call him my father because we're just bros. He thinks of us as bros. And we are bros. But, he doesn't want to be reminded that he's old enough to be my dad.
Right, sure.
But I need him to be my dad because I don't have one.
Yeah.
And even probably harder to explain to him is that Aaron is my son. And then again, even the hardest is that Aaron's his grandson.
Yeah. Did you tell him?
We told him.
Okay.
And he loved it.
Okay.
We said this is a 3-generation ride. This almost never happens. 3 generations
So special.
on a motorcycle ride. We had the most special, wonderful motorcycle ride. It was a long one. It was like 6 hours because we got to the top of Angeles Crest.
6 hours?
Well, listen to this.
Oh, my God.
This is not as eventful as your bike ride, but I'll tell it anyways.
Okay.
So 2 weeks ago, Tom Hansen, who again, he's 71. He's out on his own on his motorcycle. He decides, fuck it, I'm going up this dirt trail. He goes 5 miles up a dirt trail. He had knee replacement 3 months ago.
No, I don't like that.
Got into some sandy stuff.
Oh, no.
Motorcycle fell over. You know this whole story.
No.
You don't? His motorcycle fell over. So he can't pick it up. It's like the wheels are pointing uphill. He's fucked. He's 5 miles
my
off the road.
God.
He calls AAA and he says specifically, you do not send a wrecker, send a pickup truck. I just need someone to lift the bike up with me and then I can ride it out. And they go, okay. And then an hour goes by. He calls again. Oh, they're there. He looks down the mountain and there's a big wrecker, which can't come up the trail. And he's like, I'm 71. I have no water. And and they're like, well, I don't want this to sound disparaging to AAA because who knows? Anyways, point is, he had to get Zegers, our good friend Kevin Zegers, to drive up there, to drive up the trail, to help him pick his motorcycle up.
Wow.
It was a big disaster. He was super upset. That happened 2 weeks ago. The other day when we went on the ride, we get to the top of Angeles Crest, the road's closed. So we either have to go 100 miles back the way we just came, or Tom goes, or there is, remember that trail we took that one time?
Oh, my God.
We took a 10-mile trail down the side of a mountain, and he crushed it. He was great.
Okay.
And his grandson did great. Everyone did great. But I was like, the fact that we're now on another rock-filled trail down the side of a mountain, but it all worked out. It was great. The weather was perfect. No incidents. We swapped motorcycles. Everyone rode everything. It was a perfect day. This is what I was going to say. Aaron, who spent 2 decades on a motorcycle, like his whole life in his 20s was he rode Harleys with motorcycle gangs. He went bar to bar to bar all the time. Tens of thousands of hours on a motorcycle. He said, this is by far the best motorcycle ride of my whole life. It's the first time I've ever been on a motorcycle not preoccupied with where's the bar? When's it coming up? How do I pull over and do a bump? He's like, I was present for the whole ride.
Oh, my gosh.
And I was like, it was just a wonderful reminder of that. That's what addiction is. It's preoccupation all the time, no matter what
Future
you're doing.
surfing all the time.
All the time. And the gift of sobriety can be being present on a motorcycle ride. And we were like 12 years old. It was beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah, it was
you
a
were
perfect
12
day.
years old. I was 12 years old.
Everyone was 12 years old
That's
this week.
special. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, my God. Okay. And our guest that we're reviewing right now is 12 years old. I'm calling these reviews now instead of fact checks, where we say whether we give them a ranking.
Oh,
and,
no, I'm not going to
yeah, and we say if we
participate in
hated
that.
them or loved
Okay,
them.
okay.
And we'll put a big board up at the end of the year and
All
then we'll hand out
right.
prizes.
That seems nice.
Okay.
Like a good thing we should be putting out. in
Yeah,
the
it's
world.
really good to rank people.
Okay, Vincent.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Third timer.
3-peat. One of the loves of my life.
Yeah, he's
I
a nice,
just
nice
adore him.
boy. Mm-hmm. I feel like does he know how to ride a motorcycle?
Yeah, he rode one in Chips.
Oh, maybe that's what's in my head. I'm like, I picture him on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I picture him on a black Harley.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, by the way, where we were riding was where we shot him on the black Harley riding. Ding, ding,
ding,
dingles.
ding.
Dingle Pringles.
Okay. Who is the editor of Lawrence of Arabia?
If you say Dax Shepard, I'm going to shit my pants.
What if I told you a fact about yourself you didn't know that
It'd
was
be-
true?
That could easily happen.
Wow. Okay, that's a new goal of mine.
Okay.
Anne Coates.
Anne Coates.
Anne
Yeah,
V. Coates.
that sounds familiar.
She's no longer with us, which is sad.
Well, Lawrence of Arabia was quite a while ago.
1925 to 2018.
Okay, so recently.
Yeah, but how?
Would you say 1925?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 93.
Wow. That's a great life.
Yes.
Okay, I love that.
I'll be dancing in the streets if I lived in 93.
Well, you'll be biking, I guess.
I'll be biking in the streets on my way to shuffleboard.
Oh, my God.
And I too will be on
You'll
some
be
wine.
doing the chicken
by
dance
the way.
on Main Street.
I'm going to do the chicken dance on
Forgot
Main
about
Street.
that. You're going to be doing some wine too?
Oh, yeah.
You don't like
This
wine.
just came up in yesterday's AA meeting I attended,
Okay.
which is, it's overwhelming and too much for people to get sober for the rest of their life. That's why the one day at a time thing is
of
in
course,
play, because
of
people will be
course.
like, what am I going to, when my son turns 21? What about when I get married? Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And you're like, well, just today, can you not drink? And then,
Yeah.
Right. And I always say, like, I would never even try to get sober if drinking in my retirement community wasn't part of my future. I can't live on a planet where I'm not going to be tooling around in a golf cart having Jack and Diets.
Oh, wow.
But today I'm not going to drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the editor who died of heat stroke? And you said
Sally
worked
Minky?
for Tarantino. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, believed to have died of heat stroke.
So sad. On Runyon Canyon, right?
Hollywood Hills is what it says. So
Yeah.
yeah, probably. It's really sad. She was only 56.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. And then Fred Raskin was her assistant. And he has taken over for all of Tarantino's movies, and he was an editor on Hit and Run, and I adore him. He's a wonderful
shout
guy.
out.
Shout out.
Okay, what's the anagram of Slim Bonehead Volt? The album title Vincent made. He said we'd have to figure out the anagram. So I put it into a thing.
An anagram machine?
Yeah.
The Bat Computer.
What's that?
On the goofy 80s or 70s TV show that had Adam West on it, they had a Bat Computer. And it did things like solve anagrams.
Really?
Yes, they could solve. He'd go like, Robin, I think it's an anagram. Let's put it in the Bat Computer.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. The penguin is at 4300 Digsby Street.
Oh, I
Let's
guess
go
anagrams
now.
are a good way. Clues.
Mm-hmm. Code.
Code clues.
Oh, Blue's Clues.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, Slim Bonehead Volt. The anagram that uses all the letters is endotheliomas. Does that mean anything to Vincent? do you
No, I don't think that means anything to anybody, even the scientists who created the word.
No, it does. It's a pathology.
Of course it is.
Generic term for a group of neoplasms, particular benign tumors
Ooh.
derived from the endotheliac tissue of blood vessels or lymphatic channels. Endotheliomas may be benign or malignant. Do you think he had one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think that's right.
Okay, well, that's the only one.
It tried to make it into one word, but I'm thinking this might be multiple
Oh,
words. So I think if you did each grouping, you might crack the code. Robin, put in each word.
Okay, I'll do that.
This is a pretty good Adam West. I'm going to play a clip for you.
Okay.
While you look for this, I'll find one.
A routine question. Have you recently sold any war surplus submarines, and if so, to whom? Salt and corrosion.
He's yelling in all these clips.
I rarely met a girl who's such a potent argument in favor of international relations.
That kind of sounded like him a
Yeah.
little bit, but not as much as I thought I did. That's okay.
Okay. Slim,
Slim. Wait, that's the real original word?
yeah.
Who?
And Mills is the only word.
Limbs, Mills, Ilms,
May-
Slim.
It doesn't make sense. Mills and then Slim Bone, the other Ebon.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That's not a thing.
No.
Mills Ebon.
Okay, so we don't have it, Vincent.
No, we don't.
We didn't get it. We failed. I hope you're laughing.
Unless it's endothelioma. I'm not taking that off the table.
I am.
And that's all.
That was all the facts?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember that beautiful poem he read?
I really loved it.
Yeah.
About pigs can't look up at the sky. I want someone to hold me tenderly and aim me at
Yeah, that was a good recap.
That was good. Oh, review, you mean? I give them 10 out of 10 stars. That's my review. One more update.
Okay.
This really shocked Aaron and I. So there's a Jerry Reed song, Amos Moses. Amos Moses was a tracker, hunted alligator for a living. Just hit him in the head with a stump. Son, Louisiana gator gonna get you, Amos. It's the goofiest song ever. But the beginning goes, here comes Amos. And can you believe that in 20 years we never thought to say, Here comes Anus.
I am surprised by
Isn't that
that.
shocking?
I am surprised by
Isn't that
that.
shocking?
Yeah.
So we had a couple hours of singing Here Comes Anus.
Okay, I'm glad you
Yeah.
made up for it.
Yeah. And I seem to have lost my voice too.
Yeah, it really took it out of you.
This took a turn. The plane was on the ground taxiing and I jerked the yoke up and now we're like a foot off the ground and I blew it.
So Vincent's 10 out of 10, but the fact check is not because of this bad landing.
No.
Okay.
Southeast typical Louisiana.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you. We are supported by Allstate. Checking Allstate first could save you hundreds on car insurance. Not checking that your keys are actually in your hand before you close the car door. Have you ever stood in a parking lot full of sun staring at your keys sitting right there on the seat 4 inches away and completely useless to you? It's a very specific kind of humbling. Yeah. Checking first is a good idea. So check Allstate first for an auto quote. It could save you hundreds. And for fast, reliable help when you need it, add an Allstate roadside plan today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Potential savings vary. Insurance and roadside assistance plans are subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Insurance provided by Allstate North American Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. Roadside assistance plans provided by Allstate Motor Club, Incorporated, an Allstate affiliate.